Ryan Hall?
Good evening, y'all. We
How y'all doing?
are
You think they're
live
because we're 3 minutes
early.
Oh, trust me, somebody's on. Probably the CIA.
Well, the CIA is on. Carlos is on. No inferences, Carlo. No guilt by association.
11 people already on.
There's 11
James.
people already on there, James, and you were doubting. Good evening, everybody. How's our audio, video, y'all? Now there's 9. You offended someone, James.
You want
Now
that
there's
chat
7.
overlay thing on or no? Is that like that?
What's that, buddy?
No,
That
you
one
don't
that
want the
says
chat overlay?
What's that?
Because then it'll show it to them.
No, but we can highlight chats and draw them
Yeah,
onto
yeah,
the screen, which I kind of like.
Somebody.
How's everybody doing this evening? We have been having just incredible weather. I know we got a stinker blowing through here at the beginning of the week, but we have been having 70-degree ridiculousness, and it's been kind of wonderful.
The craziest
Not
thing
gonna lie.
is wearing this t-shirt in town is weird.
Why? What happened when you
Well,
were
it's
your...
just like everybody like looks at you all weird and funky.
Just from the back?
Well,
Or-
from the back, if you had people that just look at your shirt from the back, like when you're doing something, then you just people
Oh,
have.
we have 35 people
they don't even
on
know.
already? Man.
Yeah.
Carlos says, haven't seen James in a while. How's he doing?
He's doing good. He's been busy. You just got done a
Electrical job.
Yep.
So what did you do?
Was wiring up a mobile tiny house.
Scooch in, James.
There you go. So what were you doing?
I was wiring up a mobile tiny house, just putting in a breaker. I wired it like an RV so they can just plug it in with a 30 amp plug.
Sweet.
Yep. So I've been working on that for the last
James, how do you know how to do all these things? Did you learn them in the government school system?
Yep.
Did you have to go to college?
Yep. Had to go to college.
And how much debt did you have to get into just to learn basic, simple things?
Like,
$50,000.
Yeah, at
Yeah,
least.
at least.
What did you learn at the government school system?
the white wires go with the white wires and the black wires go with the black wires.
Now, did you find who you truly actually are?
Actually,
Like-
in the government school systems, you actually have to find the wire, and then regardless of what color
Actually,
the wire
yeah, that's
is,
true.
you
You're
have
racist.
to help the wire define
Yeah.
what it is going to
Yeah.
recognize itself at the second in which you're attempting to
Exactly.
connect the wires.
So it can be a ground wire or a hot wire.
And you can identify as being whatever you want. So, like, if they tell you, like, you're not good at something.
So if you
false,
connected
yeah.
a white wire that was identifying as a black wire, you would
To
have
another-
you'd have a substantial
Problem.
problem. Besides the fact that the electricity didn't work, now that'll infer what it
Now, did you
infers,
do
y'all.
that, though?
No.
No. Okay. You just, like...
Mark
I
Edwards.
just identify as a master electrician.
Ah, nice. I like that.
Mark Edwards, welcome to the Natives.
Yeah, thank you, Mark.
Yeah,
thank you.
thanks.
We appreciate the support.
Saddle stitching up a billfold right now. This is great.
Oh
back
boy.
there.
Sweet.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of stuff done. The greenhouse still isn't done.
Nope.
Talked
So-
about doing that today, but we were prepping for the storm today, so
Yeah.
everything keeps preventing us from finishing the greenhouse. So,
Yeah.
I don't
but
know.
it's okay. We've been helping other people.
Ryan Hall we might be getting snow. I don't know.
No,
know.
we're not getting snow.
No, after the big storm.
After-
Oh, that's a
Big storm,
possibility.
he's
Yeah,
saying.
That's
yeah,
what
that
he
could
said.
happen.
He
Because
said
he's
it can
saying,
blow
like,
in.
that big
It's a big
storm's
cold front.
It's
He
going
can
to
bring in the
suck
cold
all the
front.
cold air in.
Yeah, I like the more hype they create about the potential cataclysmos
That means
of the
nothing's
storm. It
gonna
usually means much less happens.
Much
so,
less.
but I'd much rather be over prepared
Yeah. Exactly.
than under prepared. We have plenty of firewood.
Oh, yeah.
We have both cribs in the house loaded, so we're good there.
It's crazy, like, how fast that guy blew up.
Who, Ryan Hall, y'all?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
His
It's crazy how
production
most
level-
people blow up that aren't us.
Yeah, his production level has went through the roof.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
he has 800,000 subscribers, and every one of his video gets 1 million views. Like
Almost,
every one.
Well, yeah, and
yeah.
he gets mad.
He gets like more
Mad
views than
super
Super
chats.
chats.
Super.
Which
Mad
I would
merch.
definitely, Same thing with Tim Pool. I would absolutely work around on the super chats because
giving your money, dude.
Stupid Tube 30%,
like 30-40%.
Yeah, I can't do it. That would make me sick.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't mind the random super chat, but
no,
that's just grotesque to
giving tens of thousands of dollars to YouTube.
Yeah, CIA Tube, that just extra
them.
Money,
just to fund them,
just cherry on the top of the scum cake,
literally, pretty much.
So how's everybody else doing? What did everybody else do this week? We have a super awesome announcement. Should I make the announcement? The announcement. Okay, hold on a second. Oh, so when I lost my caption.
Oh.
Okay, y'all. So there is your discount code
for the week.
We're not going to do subscribers anymore because they continue to go down. So we don't want to depress ourselves by going from like 100,000 to 95,000.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not that we get depressed, but but we are launching. If you go to the website now, you'll see that we have launched the Food Forest in a Box. So,
but they can't purchase it yet, or it can.
Yes, they can purchase it.
Oh, wow.
All the vestiges,
cool.
the boxing, the packaging should be coming in by Tuesday or Wednesday. So it won't be cut or go out until for a couple days. So if you order it today, expect it to. We will be doing some cuttings. Okay, so here's just a Food Forest update. I was messing with some gray water configurations, and I ended up underwatering my elderberry. And with the drought, if I would have left my configuration the same, the elderberry would have been awesome. I didn't. The elderberry is still alive, but I don't feel good about the viability of the cuttings that I'd be sending y'all. So I'm going to not be doing elderberry cuttings this year, which is kind of a bummer because it was very, 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 very popular. We did have a really good elderberry harvest this year. They fruited early and everything. We have an enormous amount of really awesome mulberries. So we have plenty of mulberry cuttings. We have plenty of fig cuttings. The same thing. We won't be selling individual blackberry cuttings because same thing. The drought. We had a good harvest. It is primocane, and so once that second year cane fruits. I'm kind of a little bit new to the whole primocane thing. I think the cane dies back. Well, with the drought, the new growth stunted. We should have plenty of blackberry cuttings for the Food Forest in a Box. I don't feel that I have enough to do them as independent cuttings, so we won't be doing that.
And you got like a good amount of like specialty fig cuttings too.
Yes, we will be adding specialty fig cuttings to the site.
But what exactly is in the Food Forest?
So here's what's in the Food Forest in a Box. You're going to have 3 fig cuttings. Okay. You're going to have 3 blackberry cuttings. You're going to have 3 mulberry cuttings. You're going to have 3 goji cuttings. You're going to have 3 pear tree cuttings, and you're going to have 3 peach tree cuttings.
Now the thing is that is that the only blackberry bush that we have over there, or the couple is all over here, right?
Right over here.
So within like a couple, like how many, like a couple dozen Food Forest in the Box, we're gonna have to turn that off.
No, it'll. No? We could get several hundred out of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. We'll see.
Yeah. So definitely.
They definitely took a hit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work better on irrigation and different
Carlos.
things. But
and this time with the Food Forest in the Box, there's going to be a slip of paper and everything in it that will tell you exactly where to go to learn how to like plant your cutting and everything like that.
Mark, what we want to do, since you've been the original OG, is email us your address and your belt size. Yeah. And Buddy would be honored to send you a belt.
Yeah, sure. Plenty of extras.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll send you one, buddy.
So we'll send you one, bud. Since you're like the OG native, you're the original.
You're the OG native.
You're like the original
and it's
native.
Like probably like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning over there right now. So we'll send it to you for free.
Okay, let's see.
No, I'm not drinking milk.
No,
I don't just drink
who
a
just
glass of
drinks
milk.
milk?
Well, when we had a cow, I used to do that, yeah.
Just but with nothing, just like
Just
drinking.
Oh, I used to love just drinking raw milk. It was so
Interesting.
fabulous, yeah.
I mean, eggnog, yeah.
Yeah.
All day.
So
But just saying.
not like with nothing, like chocolate milk.
I don't know.
Not just like a glass of milk.
The Food Forest in a box, we have the 10% going on right now.
Yeah, so you can get it.
65? Was the Food Forest 65?
I think it should be 6.
Hold on a second, I can pull it up. Let's see.
Do-do-do-do.
Beep, boop, bop, boop.
So you,
Force in a box, all the way at the bottom.
you probably
Oh, yeah,
should just
Food
go
Forest
ahead
in a
and
box.
show them on the website, but whatever.
I can do that, y'all. We have the technology. I
We
will.
can do that?
I will-
Wrong one.
Oh yeah, dude, we have the
Yeah, it's
technology,
right here.
bro.
Chrome tab. We're going to show y'all right here.
Boop.
We're gonna show you inside baseball because this is the back side of it. Should I open up the regular website? Here, hold on a second. Let me do this, y'all. I'm gonna
Yeah, 1 second.
instead of opening up the back side, so I want it to look totally normal.
Professional.
You know,
You
because
just
we're
type in
Tabs
the
log?
Texas Boys.
because we're
There you go. Sorry.
we're like professionals here, y'all.
Oh, yeah,
We're
totally.
super.
So I don't want
You want them to see what they're gonna see.
Yeah, I want you to see what you're gonna see here.
There you go.
So here we go. So now I can go over here to the stream. Now I can go to Chrome tab,
There you go. Second one.
the second one. What? Wait a second.
Wait, what?
No, this one. Yeah, that's
That
what
one.
I want.
There you go. Boom.
So,
Oh, cancel out the thing. They're like,
oh yeah, so let's
The
cancel
pop-up.
out the
There you go.
pop-up ad, and there's your Food Forest in a box.
$60.
$60. Oh, it's even cheaper.
$60, and then you get 10% off.
And then you'll get
that.
10% off.
Yep.
Let's see if it'll let me click this open here.
it should let you click it.
So that's what you get: 3 fig cuttings, 3
So-
blackberries, 3 Texas peach. The peach cutting that I'm going to pick is our white cling-free peach that our neighbor gifted us, and it was absolutely astounding this year. Besides the fact that it is
And-
ridiculously prolific,
It survived the drought.
it survived
With,
the
like,
drought. It
barely
survived
any
the
water.
freeze.
Yeah,
And
so it's legit.
and it was and the fruit was prolific, and it was absolutely amazing.
hundreds
Yeah, and it was
of
amazing. I mean, the taste was like incredible. So that's the Food Forest in a box. Like I said, the rest of the
And
packaging.
it's a lot of cuttings. It's like a decent
Yeah,
size, you know.
Yeah, it's a nice, well rounded. Now here's the other thing we did this year, and
15
will be throwing some in for free. We're not going to be doing the peat pellets as an option.
Okay.
Peat pellets work great for rooting cuttings.
For a couple, like.
They work great in the initial stages of rooting cuttings. And when I first started doing peat pellets, I'm like, this is amazing, and this is so easy, and it's so condensed and compact and all that stuff. The problem is once your cutting starts to develop, that peat pellet, now there's people that have mastered the science and are good at it and like it, but all the ones that I've done, once I up pot that thing, somehow I still end up killing it, and I think it's because that peat pellets, where it's so compacted and dense around the base of the cutting, it rots the cutting, and it'll do one of two things. It'll either, if it gets to fully dry out, then it'll keep the moisture away from some of the roots, or vice versa, and it keeps it too damp. So, but what I am going to do, I have a very large box of peat pellets, and rather than charge people for them, I am going to be throwing some in just to try. You know, you're getting 3 of each cutting. So if you want to try the peats, I think they work great. But it's definitely,
Get some
I don't
freebies.
want, rooting cuttings is, well, it's incredible to experience. And sometimes you're like, wow, I'm so incredible at this, and it's amazing, and it's bulletproof, and I can root anything. And then you just go through, and sometimes it's different humidity cycles, and you'll have problems with fungal gnats, and you want to stink and like jump off a bridge. So it's always fun and exciting. And so that's and just everybody on this live stream, the rooting instructions are a rooting playlist that is on our channel, and you'll see the rooting playlist, and there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat, and there's lots of ways to
that's
root
true.
cuttings.
Yeah.
And so these are the ways that I have tried, and they're not on my videos, and they work. And other people have had success with them. And these are the more tried and true methods. And relatively speaking, you get some halfway decent potting mix. You dampen it. You stick the cutting in it. And then you control the humidity. And other than that, I mean, that is really it. So, I mean, now it's not quite as simple as that, but it is that simple. Now, the other thing that you can do that is much more simple is if you wait till spring and you root that cutting outside using the same procedure, you're going to avoid the fungal gnat shenanigans, which can.
So how do you store cutting? Like if they buy it from us in the food forest in the
All
box?
you have to do is keep it cool.
Okay.
Keep it cool. You don't want it to dry out, but you don't want it to mold. So if you just keep it stored in a crisper drawer with a paper towel, and you want to check on it to make sure that there's a little bit of moisture, but not too much moisture. It's always the moisture. You know, it's always too much moisture, not enough moisture.
Droplets.
You know, it's the droplets. We've been concerned about the droplets. All right, Mark C.
Can
Do
we
you
talk
grow
about
broccoli
the
sprouts?
Fed?
Can we talk about the Fed?
That was in the last
Oh.
video.
Oh no, she's that was the title.
Sorry.
It was refreshing to find out what you know about. Yeesh. Yeah, there's lots of shenanigans. You know what? I heard a great video this week. It was the sports ball guy that used to be a sports ball guy, but now he's actually on the Blaze. I didn't know he was on the Blaze. I was watching a podcast and they played an excerpt from his show. Michael Blaylock, this real big black dude. I think he used to mostly commentary on professional basketball, and I want to say his name's Michael. I know it's Blaylock. I want to say it's Michael Blaylock, and he had. Who's that? Who's that girl? Ooh, Texas mom is in the house. Whoa, Texas mom. The viewership just went up by like 10.
Nope, now it just went down by 10.
Oh, Texas mom.
I think that thing's kind of iffy.
It is.
I think it's iffy.
Here, you can sit.
Um,
Because I'll pull up that chair.
He'll get another chair.
So Michael Blaylock. I think I want to watch that video where it was they were talking about Yay, and the fella Blaylock had on started breaking down Project Paperclip, and I thought that was like that. I'm like, wow, that's really
Buddy
interesting.
is very tired.
Yeah, Buddy. You know, we all got the funk after we got
It
back
comes
from
in waves. Like you feel good for like half an hour or so, and then he decided to go run after a mountain lion and tried to shoot it down.
Yeah.
But
you know,
crashed out in the living room. Right
Yeah.
and I was
No, he's zonked out.
Yeah.
Crashed out like right now.
I was expecting Buddy to come back with a mountain lion. I'm just saying.
like over his like shoulder, you know, just like come
He
back.
said he saw it running, right?
He like
Yeah.
ran out there with 22.
We got they watched it lope across the street, y'all. We got a monster.
Seriously.
We got a monster mountain lion. I can't believe y'all. You wouldn't believe the kind of static we got for like years, even especially from YouTube. There ain't no mountain lion. What are you talking about? Like, are you nuts, dude? There's absolutely
There's not a lot of them.
mountain lions and
but-
bobcats. Man, they are. There's enough of them.
I don't
You
know
see
if
him
it's
walking
a
across the
lion
street?
or
Yeah,
a
there's a
bobcat,
couple.
But it's really
No,
big.
it's like you say it
This
to some
one's big.
people, and they're like, you're talking about Bigfoot or something, like a mountain lion.
Yeah, oh, that's impossible. No, it's not impossible.
Most people here
Well,
understand.
actually, around here, there's a big old mama one, and it's huge.
Yeah,
They
there's
said- and
big
they
mountain
caught it-
lions, and there's really big bobcats.
Yeah.
And one of my customers,
They caught it on camera.
from his tree blind, took a picture of a
Yeah.
bobcat. Man, dude, this thing was like scary status.
This one was big. We were like, was that a dog that ran across the road? Like, I mean, because it was a good medium size-ish dog. And then the way that it ran, we're like, that was a cat.
Yep,
No, that was a cat.
577 T-Rex, huh?
Oh yeah, I've seen those things. Those things are epic.
Seen the T-Rex?
Yep.
Yeah, Buddy wants the
That's
high.
like a $10,000 gun too.
Is it?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a sweet,
Must be nice.
nice small gun.
Must be nice.
Or I think it's that one. I think that 577.
Maybe
TX.
what we'll do is if we sell 20,000 food forests in a box,
20,000.
maybe I'll get a
20,000.
577 T-Rex.
First of all,
If we sold
we
1,000.
couldn't even sell like 300 or 400.
Come on, where's your vision?
No, like we would need to partner up with somebody.
Maybe
or
if
like
we stop losing subscribers and actually
Exactly.
gain some, and
That's
got to
true.
100,000.
yeah.
That's true. Can everybody hear James and Texas Mom
I
back
think
there?
so. I could
think so. I just wanted to say hi. I think there's a few people on here saying hi. Carlos. Wait,
I
really
can hear
a mountain
Texas Mom
lion?
now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if this one was a mountain lion or a bobcat, but
You just told
No, it
everybody
was a bobcat.
it
No,
it was
a bobcat. It didn't have a
what?
tail.
Oh, well, there you go. That's easy.
Yeah.
If it didn't have a
Oh,
tail, it's a
there you go.
bobcat.
You didn't.
Yeah, it wasn't like
I'm not a
"Oh,
biologist."
That's a mountain lion. It was just like
It was a-
wow,
It was
that's
definitely
lion
a
with
cat
its
that
tail
wasn't a
out.
house
It was
cat.
just like that's a really big cat.
Did you just assume what it was?
Hey, can I tell everybody what I'm drinking
That's
right
not
now?
nice.
Whoa, she assumed the cat's identity. Oh wow, you are socially irresponsible,
Yeah,
Texas
that's-
Mom. That's
There
kind
are
of that's kind of
Well,
disgusting.
We
That's going
did
down
assume
real
that it was
Um,
a cat.
There are
because it was a
400
cat.
some left where?
I think your ESG scores. You're
400
laughing.
left in this county?
No, he's probably talking about 577 T-Rex rifles.
Oh, I thought he was talking about.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't think
mountain
so.
lions.
I think there's like
Oh, is it like a limited edition rifle?
I think there's kooky amounts of bobcats and mountain lions around here. I'm just saying, man. I see them every year, so they're not scarce by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
Because we're an incredibly
No.
not densely populated.
And I don't ever hear of people like shooting them a lot either. So it's not like, oh,
Yeah.
I shoot them all the time
But
or
they
something.
do
so.
bother people all the time.
Oh,
like
yeah.
their chickens.
Oh,
Their
yeah.
dogs
All
and
the
stuff
time.
like
Yeah.
that.
Texas
I
Mom.
think most of them.
What are you
live.
drinking?
What's
Texas
The internet
Mom?
wants to know what
This
you're drinking,
is
Texas
a
Mom.
mushroom hot cocoa blend.
Oh, yummy.
And
Sounds
I
good.
put some
Can I get a sip?
chai tea in my tea bag too.
Oh, Texas Mom is a mixologist. You can find all these teas at TheTexasBoys.com.
I like your radio.
Box 10 for 10% off.
I like
if
your
you act
radio.
now during the live stream.
Can you believe we took this guy to Mexico with us?
Yeah, we took this guy. to
Hello.
Mexico. See.
Si, senor.
Dude,
Iguana.
I love Mexico.
Taco.
Oh yeah, we can probably talk about this because this is our live stream. We
Let's
can
talk about it.
how that was. That was amazing.
I thought it was absolutely incredibly fabulous.
It's
Yep,
our
it's
second
amazing.
time.
Second time going to Mexico,
We love
and we stopped at Cozumel.
we love
That
Cozumel,
was the only.
and we love the people.
Oh yeah.
They're
everybody.
beautiful people.
Well, the guy took his time and gave us like this whole
was
tour
awesome.
of
That
the
was
national
incredible.
park
Oh,
that
that
we
was
were
awesome.
at, and
The national
Yeah.
park was.
it was just
beautiful.
really neat.
Yeah, it was great.
Amazing.
It was amazing.
And when you think
It
of
was
national
beautiful.
park, like in the United States, you think of like trees and stuff. Where
Yeah.
when national park down there is like
Oh,
totally
it's
different.
tropical paradise.
Chakanab.
It's so
Yeah.
fun.
It was awesome. Yeah, it was great.
Like you went to a national park on a cruise boat.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it was
yeah,
great.
exactly. You're like.
And
a
Big
national
Tex
park.
is still trying to figure out how he's going to be able to grow grapefruit because he wants to grow grapefruit.
Well, if we ever
now.
get this stinking greenhouse built.
Well, it might be a blessing that it's not built because the storm.
No.
Oh,
coming.
come on.
No.
This is a lot of hype for
Lakehead,
this story.
bro. What's up? Can I try a sip of your tea, Ma?
Sure.
Go away.
Sip of your brew.
Mushroom hot cookies.
Were there any Mexicans left
Left
in Mexico?
No, I think there was more Mexicans
Mayans.
in Texas than
Yeah.
Mexico, but
This
there was
still-
Mayans. though.
Our cab driver was Mayan, and the gentleman that
yeah, it was at the park.
that gave us a tour at the park was Mayan. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yep, yep. So they're super like local.
Yeah, definitely local. It's tragic what the world food, the global food. Let's see. So the WHO is the World Health Organization. Then what's the food one? That one's the
The woof.
Food World Order.
Made it up.
The global food gobbler, the satanic Satanist food thiever. But what they've done to all these countries by importing, slashing prices and importing and killing the local infrastructure, that's what they've done to Mexico.
Sadly.
And it's it's a shame.
But
It's a mess.
yeah.
It's a hot mess. Yeah. And so when the poop hits the prop and these people need their own food, we can't import it on the sheep. Now you're beat. You know what I mean? Same thing here. It's no different, but that's why we homestead. So
I think Mexican people have more of a handle on reality.
Not there. They didn't. I didn't see any type of nothing.
That was a beach town.
That's true.
Yeah, but from the boat, I'm looking all the way. I mean, you can see for miles.
Well, they said on Cozumel, there's
very
only 20% of the island's populated. So
Yeah.
populated.
I think from observation that most Mexican families that come here know how to homestead.
Oh my word.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
No,
Around
they're
here,
much
there's
more
so many
familiar. Well, that's
ranches
pretty much
around here.
any
Ranchers.
more agrarian type, less industrialized.
I mean, they have a garden.
Yeah.
They got chickens. They got it going on.
Oh,
most
yeah.
families around here.
Yeah.
I mean, the
And it's
Mexican
real
families.
clean and nice and everything.
And it's nice and neat. And
yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah.
So we got the food forest going on. We got the cuttings that are going to be going down. I'm going to be demoing this really awesome
show
Keb
'em.
Tech.
Yeah, sure.
This
we keep talking about
this
it.
thing is legit. And the Keb Tech electric pruner.
We've tried it out.
Keep it
for
away
a
from your
couple
kids' little fingers because
weeks.
it's a little crazy.
I'm going to go crazy in the back orchard with that thing.
You are not going to go anywhere near the back orchard.
We've been trying it out for a couple weeks, just to, give it the Texas Boys trial.
Well, Keb Tech sent it to us, but they're like, hey, our
Yeah.
poles aren't in stock, but we'll get you the pole.
So
So
they
we
got
just
us
got
the
the
pole.
pole this week.
And this can extend even farther, but
Is this
this
aluminum?
thing can practically
Yeah.
go through like 3-4 inch.
And the neat thing is with that strap, because I got this
Take it off.
this bad left shoulder that's doing better, by the way. Thanks for asking. And
Did someone ask?
no. Mark asked about the well. We're still working on that, but yeah,
It doesn't seem like it would be powerful,
this
but
thing
dude,
is so powerful.
Whatever you put in there, it never
Don't
bogs
demonstrate
down.
it.
I don't have anything.
No, don't.
No, we're gonna demonstrate it on a video when we're taking the actual cuttings. So. But there's a lot of
Right.
fail safes on it. It's pretty nice, and it goes on that arm, and we'll be able to. So now I'll be able to masterfully prune the trees.
Because that was always
You know,
the trickiest part. When at the end of the year, you would you're ready to clip the trees down, and you got to get a ladder or a pole saw,
Yeah.
and it's all
And
real aggressive
Even
to the
a
tree.
nice pair of pruners, man, it's so hard.
Yeah, like you
to cut
gotta.
through the thick ones.
I mean, we're talking about this thing can cut through stuff thick.
Bad
really
Christian wants any advice on moving to Texas. Just run as fast as you can
You can
from
either run, fly,
California.
or drive
Yeah, just do it as soon as you can. That's the best advice I can give you.
as fast as possible.
And if you want to prepare yourself for what life might be like living in a free country, you could watch the Babylon Bee.
Yeah.
And they have
The Texas series.
Yes, if you want to get
series.
ready to move to Texas, you watch the Texas California series on the
I think
Babylon
it's like
Bee,
a 4 episode.
and that'll get you ready for the
series.
move
Probably the best.
to make the
series
transformation. That was pretty awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty
It was
great.
amazing. If y'all haven't seen that, I don't care if you live in Texas, it's even funnier. It's pretty sweet.
Richard Smith said something about fake meat. You know what's really funny
meat.
is that yesterday I was at our little local grocery store and I was in the salad section and I was like, oh, I wonder if they have anything. Everything is crazy expensive right now, guys. But one thing was marked down and I was like, and it was full and I was like, what is that there? It's $3 a bag. And it was the Beyond Meat. And they were stacked to the limit. I'm like,
Beyond
that's kind of
Meat.
funny. Nobody's buying it even for $3.
no, it's fine.
Nobody ain't buying
Beyond
that
meat.
nasty stuff.
Carlos loved that series. Yeah, that's pretty
They're
funny.
trying to put it Beyond Meat in Texas. You know how many people eat
years
meat down here?
Margaret, if you send us an email, I will send you some of the white peach cuttings. We can do that.
I'll get one.
Didn't we set up the white peach for individual purchases?
I don't know. Did we? We should. If we didn't, we will.
Okay. Come on, Nuggly.
I don't know, maybe we did.
Say hi.
Why is she
That
standing
tree
up?
grew so crazy. It needs to be pruned hard.
Which one's that?
Oh, the white peach.
The Texas white peach, the one you made the jam out of. Oh, do we have any more of that jam? That stuff was
don't know.
crazy.
No, it needs to get pruned to like really low because it grows so much. If we can prune it like way down, like
Oh no,
4
yeah, it's
foot,
gonna get pruned way down.
way down, way.
And all 3 or 4 of our mulberry trees grew like.
Really?
Was
So Jay Cry
Yeah.
said we just won a Godiva chocolate
Cree.
gift basket. Cree.
Yeah.
On the back of 9 out of 10 products in the basket were the words bioengineered food. How to throw it out.
Yummy.
With
Nothing says luxury.
chocolate.
Yeah, nothing says luxury overpriced chocolate like
Wow.
bioengineering.
Gnarly.
That's sad. Don't mess with the chocolate. Who told them they could mess with the chocolate?
Dude,
It's
they just
chocolate.
want to
What you
make
gotta mess
all
with it?
facets of life
It's
as we know
cocoa
it.
butter and cocoa beans.
Come
Like, how
on,
can you
man.
mess-
I
You don't
don't
need to
know.
buy engineered.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on,
Don't
man.
mess with the
Turning the
chocolate.
frogs gay.
The turning the frogs get. Oh, I wanted to show you guys that we were talking about that song. Somebody did like an
remix.
auto-tune remix of Alex Jones turning the
didn't listen
frog
to it
gay,
yet.
and I wanted to play
didn't
it for the
listen to it.
boys, but we never did that. We're gonna do that.
We'll do that tonight.
We're not gonna do it live on the live stream.
Because that might. Well, I don't know if that would be copyrighted. though.
No, that's definitely not copyrighted. I'm not worried about that being
Copyrighted from you.
That is some internet awesomeness, is what that is.
So me and TD got to lay on the couch this morning and watch
Cog Hill.
one of my favorite YouTube channels ever, Cog Hill. So we laid there and watched him feed Moody and Brooke on the tractor. Do we have any other Cog Hill fans? in
Yeah,
the
and
house?
you know what? They bought this landscape rake.
Oh yeah, for the tractor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, wow, I'm really kind of digging
Okay.
that. I think
And
we
what does
need
it
one.
do?
It's just, it's just got these teeth, and it just, for raking up leftover round bales or leaf
Oh, yeah.
matter or whatever, but mulch. I'm like,
Really?
wow, I kind of dig
That's
that. I
pretty
don't know. I lost another cherry tree. So like,
They all
That
decided
one
to
produced,
die.
right?
yeah, all of my cherry trees have produced, and I lost 2 this year. And
Fake
I've heard
egg.
about fake eggs. Yeah,
Fake
that's
No
some
way, what?
crazy
What do you
junk.
mean,
Yeah, they're
China?
fake.
No.
Ew.
And they look
crack
real.
and everything.
Yeah,
No
it's
way.
crazy. It's
Shut up.
nuts,
We need to
man.
make a video on that.
Yeah,
I wanna see
we
one.
do. We need to make a
No,
fake egg
we
video.
buy it and then we like.
I don't think you can buy
review
them
it.
here.
You can't buy
Oh,
them.
They're in
No, Americans would know.
China. No, Americans wouldn't know. Americans are dumb. Americans would be like, what are the chocolate egg things at Easter time? What are those? Cadbury. Oh, that's a real egg.
Yeah,
Our kids don't know what any of that stuff is.
I know what that is.
Do you know what a Cadbury
Yeah.
egg is?
Kinda. I don't know really.
My
Yeah.
dad
Little bit.
loved Cadbury eggs. So they're like milk chocolate egg.
Yeah.
I love Cadbury
Yeah.
eggs.
And
And they're coated.
They had white goo
Goo.
and orange goo in the middle, and it was like pure sugar.
And your dad liked them,
Oh, my dad loved them, man.
or my grandpa.
Your grandpa.
Yeah, but he wasn't like you, where he would be like, "Oh, it's sugar. I don't want it."
No, but he should have been because he
Oh.
was pre-diabetic,
Oh, okay.
and I'm hypoglycemic. That's why I don't like sugar. Well, what it is for me to maintain my body weight, unless it is like killer, I don't want it. Like
Yeah.
it can be, it's okay. Nah, I prioritize my calories.
Yeah, that's true.
It makes it easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, why eat something that has much sugar? That's
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, it's no good. Yeah.
Well, when you were a kid, you didn't discriminate against
Well,
anything.
yeah,
I
when
mean,
you were a
just
dude, when
ate
I was a
all
kid,
of
when
it.
I was like a musclehead, I would eat like 10,000 calories a day of everything. I would eat everything.
Plus, they had those Cadbury eggs right at the register when you were checking
I would eat
out,
like 3 pounds of pepperoni and then like
of every store.
Tasty Cakes made those peanut butter cookie bars. It was peanut butter
What?
cookie bars and then those chocolate chip cookie bars, and I would eat like 6 of each of those.
A
And
day?
like Oh yeah, I was just trying to keep weight on. I would just pound
That
calories.
would keep weight on.
What job
Yeah.
did you have to support that?
All I ate all my money.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I worked at Wawa. I worked at Wawa, so
Only
it
northern.
was all
Wawa people,
Wawa
come on.
products. All you Wawa
Come on,
people.
Wawa people.
Wawa. I was
Kinda.
like, what's
Asian.
Wawa?
I know that's such the dumbest name ever for a company.
Wawa.
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 That's American.
Just
company
sugar
right there.
and chocolate. Yeah, you wish it was just sugar and chocolate in those
Hey,
days.
if it was just sugar and chocolate,
It's definitely not now.
No.
It's just.
Oh, now,
fructose
dude,
corn
I'm
syrup.
sure it's probably
bioengineered,
Bioengineered.
bioengineered
inside.
double bioengineered.
sugar cane grown on Mars.
So can we talk
In a
about
lab.
my chicken coop makeover?
Sure.
My chicken coop got an exterior makeover.
Does Carlos work at Wawa?
Shut up.
Carlos.
No way.
Carlos, I was the sub king,
He
dude.
also sells.
I had
subs.
somebody.
He
Okay.
just said he sells subs.
That means he probably works at Subway, right?
No, he works
Carlos.
he's in Virginia, right?
He's in
Just Virginia.
yeah, he's in Virginia or West
have-
Virginia.
He's in
They would have a Wawa, I think.
Yeah,
right?
so they would have
Because
it.
I think
Yeah,
it
Wawa's
goes
all up and down
to-
the East Coast.
Yeah, to
Down to Florida.
Florida.
All right,
Fly
you cut
land.
me off now.
Oh,
They all want to
sorry.
hear about my chicken coop makeover.
Oh, they want to hear about Texas Mom Chicken Coop Makeover.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and tell them Texas Mom.
So the
I work at
outside of
Jersey
the
Mike's.
coop, the outside of the coop was a pallet coop. So y'all made that for me probably like what 3 years ago now, 4
We do
years
have a
ago.
Wawa.
and little
Oh, yeah.
pieces of the
Kept
palette. It was
falling
really
off.
cute. It was super
Yeah.
cute, but it was showing its age.
It was
Yeah.
like the super cheap way to make it.
Yeah,
Make
and
it-
so
Come here, Nugget.
so they
Can I interrupt you real quick, Texas
No.
Mom?
no, you can't.
Well, I want to challenge Carlos. Has anyone ever came into Jersey Mike's at 3 o'clock in the morning and offered you a very expensive bottle of hard liquor that's probably worth like $150 to make them a sub?
Shut
huh?
up.
Huh? I don't drink.
Shut up.
I don't drink, Carlos. But some crackhead drunk dude like, man, you make the best sandwiches. He's like, I'll give you this whatever it was. It was some crazy expensive
Like non-open? Like
yeah, it
wasn't-
was unopened. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't drink, dog.
How
But,
much was the sandwich?
Like $6-8, and I never followed Wawa. Wawa had this metric like put 3 slices of meat and 1.5 slices of cheese. I'm like, no way, dude, you're ripping people off. I would like load that joker up. I'm like, people gotta
No,
get the
wait.
money. Hunter.
Wait, but the other thing was like you would have people come in and pay and change too.
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh, I won't say I've seen it all, but I've seen a lot.
Well, when you're working the night shift at Wawa,
The night shift.
You see
you
everything.
see it all.
The night shift.
You
At
see it
Wawa.
all.
It's called Wawa, y'all, and it's the night shift.
I bet we wouldn't even recognize a Wawa right now if we walked into one. Like
I
I,
doubt
bet
it. It's a bunch
I mean,
of purple
it's
hair.
been
No.
almost 9 years.
Hunter, you'll have to come over and we'll have some venison.
We canned a bunch of venison.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can't. Oh,
Got a
it's
big
so
old
good.
9-point
We had
buck.
We had venison tacos. Oh man, they were
Best
jamming,
meat
really good.
I've ever had.
jamming.
Ever.
And I just canned a whole bunch
It
of
was incredible.
our pork, and that's gonna be really good too. But
All right, so Texas
chicken
Mom.
coop, yeah. So
chicken
the
coop.
outside of it got a makeover.
Yes.
James and Matt and Buddy worked like really, really hard to get it all like
Yep.
it. The outside is really, really good.
Yep,
Now
now
we
it
got to
just
work
needs to
on the
get painted.
inside. Yeah, I'm gonna paint it,
Nugget.
and then I'm gonna work on the inside, trying to get it like better. I don't know.
Texan McDonald's.
No, Wawa's like a
Wawa's like
Wawa.
an East Coast.
gas station.
Yeah, Wawa started out as like a convenient coffee store. So they were real big on like morning coffee, and then they added gas stations, and
Interesting.
I think they're still privately held. It was the Wood family. The Wood family owned it, and then the DuPonts married into the Wood. So it's a, it's a.
But it's
a-
not a Texan.
But
thing.
we have not
No.
been,
It's not- no, no,
but
no.
we have not been
No,
into
don't-
one. It's an East Coast thing, Mark. So it goes Wawa goes up and down the East Coast, and I think they are
She's gonna
spreading
get wrapped
like
up in the
You
cords.
crazy man.
west
Crazy
a
kid.
little bit, but it's like a glorified. I don't know, just like a big gas station, and
convenience store.
It's like Buc-ee's, except they don't sell barbecue
It's kind of
sandwich.
like
It's,
a small Jersey
Yeah.
size Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
That's a good without a gift shop.
Yeah.
without
And-
and without clean bathrooms.
Yeah, and with dirty bathrooms.
And no, there's no bathrooms. There's no bathrooms.
Oh, really? There's
That's
no.
right.
Oh, I think you're right. I don't think there are bathrooms. There
I don't think
probably
there's
are
bathrooms.
now
There
because of
might be now.
cultural appropriations. There's probably everybody deserves
have
the
to.
right to a bathroom or something like that, you know.
Yeah, maybe. With lots of coffee options.
Oh yeah, definitely Wawa's in West Pennsylvania, no doubt about it.
What's the topic? We were
Right
just
now,
talking
Texas
about-
Mom's talking about the chicken coop
What's the
makeover.
topic?
Yeah, so
That's
my
a good
chicken
one.
coop, the outside got a makeover, but not the inside yet. And I really like the way Mrs. Coghill did their inside of, what was it? I think it was their pigeons. They got the tablecloths and
I like the way they do everything, but they do everything over the top. I wish I had
Well, it
that
was
kind of
just plastic
time and
tablecloths. It
resources.
wasn't that-
Time and
I
research.
know, but everything they do is impeccable.
I know, it's like
I'm
perfect.
kind of jealous.
It's like, man, I wish it could be.
I'm kind of jealous of the Cog Squad.
Well, the thing is that they only got one kid.
And I'm jealous of how many subscribers they have.
No,
No.
it's not that. It's they do
No,
a nice
I-
job.
Jason-
Well,
And
that's like
awesome.
their life is on the farm. So
I
yeah,
know.
exactly.
I want to be. I
Like,
want to
if we
be.
all lived on the farm.
I want to be Jason at Cog Hill. All right, I'm just gonna be honest with you.
it's very beautiful.
It's
Their new
awesome,
farm is
and they're doing that French sitting garden on the side. It's
Oh,
pretty,
really?
yeah, fascinating.
Yeah, it's all beautiful.
That's pretty cool.
It's beautiful already, and I
Have
can't.
we
wait
thought about
to
getting
see.
pheasants?
pheasants aren't really
No.
useful.
We've had pheasants, didn't we? Because we did.
Maybe
Pheasants?
once.
What are the little things that we had before?
Quail.
We had
Quail.
quail. We'd never had pheasants. I thought we did have
No, I
pheasants
don't
at one
think
point.
so.
No.
we had
Okay, we just had quail. I'm sorry.
we had those crazy little
Quail and
colorful
pheasants are
dogs.
pretty closely
Yeah.
related.
I
We're
know.
not too big into like the super showbird
Yeah.
stuff, really.
They're kind of.
I know that's really popular on YouTube, but we're just not really. Into it.
We have lost Tractor Supply. We've always liked Atwoods better anyway.
Yeah, we
and
went there today.
Atwoods has better pricing, and Atwoods is still family owned, single family
Sadly,
owned.
not better like customer service though.
No.
No,
I would say crappier customer
our
service.
local Tractor
I
Supply had great. We
love the
really
people.
liked the
They're
manager.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was killer
The
people.
people
working
at-
there.
Store is better.
The people at our Atwoods, I dislike.
We do shop a lot
Don't
at our
like 'em.
local feed store, and we
At
love
all.
the service at our local feed store. The
Yes.
the only minor sticking point at our local feed store is it closes at 12 on Saturday. So sometimes we get beat, where we're stuck. Where
So we just have to kind of like think ahead,
yeah, just plan ahead.
which is not too hard. Most of the time, we get
But
our shopping
it
done
is a
during
bummer.
the week.
Like, can we just
during the
have
week.
I mean, it is a big bummer.
It's a super
that
bummer.
we
Yeah, it's a
can't-
super bummer.
I mean, we're big Tractor Supply people, and
Oh yeah.
I
Well, it makes sense though, because if you want to destroy rural America, you slurp up some corporation like Tractor Supply.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
they did it through some venture capital thing. It's the same
Yep.
thing. It's like Vanguard and BlackRock and all the usual suspects, and then you turn it woke, and then the next thing you know, I'm going to digress.
Jason said, did they host it? No, they didn't host it. They participated.
No, they funded it and they participated it and they
Yeah.
were there and they saw it, and then they want to apologize in emails. They don't want to apologize publicly.
Oh,
they
of
won't.
course not.
They
not
won't
really
apologize
But they're
publicly.
not apologizing
No, they
for it.
say this one crummy crumb dude, deviant pervert. Okay, listen, y'all. The whole alphabet thing. Okay, I'm gonna. So when I
The
say
problem of-
when I say alphabet people, okay, you know what I'm saying. So alphabet
Code word
people.
is
Alphabet people do not reproduce, right?
true.
So the only way alphabet people can grow in number is to groom and to
Spread like a
recruit.
virus.
And so it's like, oh, we're going to have this recruiting event for alphabet people. And what do you know? They're trying to recruit kids. Shocker. Oh, I can't believe that these people that all they do is recruit, and most of it's from systematic abuse from growing up and all that stuff anyway. I can't believe that they're like want to recruit little kids. And look, the craziest thing is like, How many videos in the last 3 years do we have to see of this stuff going on at public libraries, at schools, and all this Project Veritas stuff? And then everybody wants to act all shocked about it. They said it was family friendly. First off, these people think that junk's family friendly. So there's that.
Right.
Okay.
Like,
They'd be like, what do you mean? It is family friendly.
Dude,
We
if
have-
that's family friendly,
they're
Because we're
saying-
crackheads.
It is, because to them it is, because they're thinking they have kid events. So if you have kid events, then you're family friendly.
And then the other problem you have is you have all these grown-up people that claim to be adults and everything. They're like,
and they take their
if
kids
it's
there.
big people, I don't have a problem with it. Look, you can do whatever you want. But when it comes to kids, that's where I draw the line. Well, that's your problem. That's how we got here.
Yeah.
That's how we got here, y'all. That's how we got here. You got brainwashed. You got programmed. You got duped. And now they coming after your kids. And you can't.
Yep.
You know. And I realize you'll get cancel cultured for being real and talking real and all that stuff. But the reality is the end game. We just got end gamed, and now it's like, I'm so shocked. I can't believe this. No, of course. I mean, what do you think when two alphabet people adopt a little kid? What do you think's going to happen to that little kid? I mean, come on. Nothing normal is going to happen to that little kid.
Yep.
I mean, it's just. I mean, it's not difficult. I mean, A plus B equals C.
Yep.
And it's not difficult, you know. And then for all these like Black Mirror, zombie, MSNBC, or just super normie, whatever, out to lunch, just people are clueless. Oh, I can't believe that they did though. But I'm super cool with like grown men doing all that trash with other grown men. I mean, because you know, you can do that and all that stuff. But well, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying, you know, you absolutely have the liberty to do whatever you want, but there are consequences when you do stuff. There are social consequences, there are moral consequences, there are eternal consequences, and you know, I don't have any control over that stuff. I'm not saying what the consequences are, but you know, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's just it's fascinating.
I feel
The whole
bad
thing's
for
fascinating.
people that Tractor Supply is kind of like their only feed store option, because when we lived up north, Tractor Supply there was one other feed store. Tractor Supply was a half an hour away, but there was one other feed store. It was in the opposite direction. It didn't have everything that Tractor Supply had. And I mean, our three big boys grew up. I mean, Tractor Supply and Aldi was like our two spots. Like that's where I took them on a weekly basis to get our animal feed and just to like get out of the house. Like, I mean, I'm a big Tractor Supply girl, and this really, like, it's just so sad to like see companies like that just, you know, do link arms.
Well, and it is the ESG thing. This is a global panopticon thing, and this is a banking. Once again, this is a banking mechanism. You're going to have your carbon wallet. That's a banking mechanism to make you the global citizen that you need to be. And then you're going to have the ESG, which is the banking mechanism that's going to force all these corporations. Hey, the company I work for right now, for commercial jobs, we use a service and for larger jobs, and they're already talking about ESG and all that stuff, and it's only a matter of time, y'all. It's only a matter of time, and then it's only a matter of time that if you have so many employees, it's only a matter of time. Now, you know, we can push back against some of the stuff, get it stalled out, get it slowed down, and different things. I'm not saying that.
Sure.
I'm not super black pill. Somebody said America's not coming back. I'm not under any Pollyanna idea that America's not coming back. I think our best hope is balkanization, and that there can be sectors of common sense.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe. I mean, hey, Wheels, we're still under COVID, whatever, 1,000 days, and he got reelected. That fake rhino poo, and we're still under emergency authorization. And how does that make any sense? Crazy. Even Brandon said that was over. And because they want to be able to, with this next thing,
Yeah.
with this next thing that's probably less than 60 to 90 days out, they want to be able to just click it right back on. That's the only reason to keep that emergency authorization. I'm not under any, I'm not under any of illusions of any of these guys. I trust zero politicians for 0 seconds. And there are no political solutions. So that's why we make the Tractor Supply video, because you need to call the corporate office. For what?
Well, no, I mean, I think then you just read the handwriting on the wall and you're like, okay, time to get back to our local feed stores and let's support our families that are in the community that have been here forever, that are selling feed, and let's just get behind them. And,
And if you don't have a feed store in your area, maybe just make one, too.
Or find a co-op or make a...
We had a neighbor up the street that she made her own. One, there was enough demand in the area, and the only reason she shut down
her husband died. That's
died,
true.
sadly.
That's a good point, yeah.
Just, it's not that hard. I mean, if you have a group of people that are like, yo, we can go in together for a big silo or whatever, we can cut the feed bill in half, stuff like that. But sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
right. Yeah.
Didn't want to
So
lose
that's what,
train
I
of
mean,
thought.
we tried to buy everything that we could that would make sense from our local feed store anyway. But Tractor Supply, we had the Tractor Supply card, we got the neighborhood points,
Yeah,
and
I mean, you save a lot of money.
we saved a lot of money with them, and we loved our Tractor Supply. I mean, they're
Yeah, the
just,
people there are
we
amazing.
still do love the people
Yeah.
there.
We have 4 feed co-ops within driving distance here, within an hour. So,
Yeah.
And we predominantly buy most of our feed from our local feed store.
And,
Yeah, primarily.
And that's what it's going to be now.
Yeah,
I mean,
now
like-
it's going to exclusively be
Like
that.
with like the last month, we only bought $200 worth of like stuff from Tractor Supply.
Right.
So we used them barely last month because we only buy like little like stuff like like horse paste and things like that sometimes when they have it in stock or
Well, we
like
buy that at
shavings.
Atwoods. You can't even get the horse
Yeah.
paste at
Well,
Tractor Supply.
Yeah, no. Like Atwoods is like identical to Roll King. Like
Yeah.
identical. It's identical.
Yeah, and I like Roll King. We just don't have Roll King down here.
But we do because it's Atwoods. So
It's not the same. Atwoods is privately family owned, and they're not related to Roll King. I already checked
no,
into that.
I know. I'm not saying it's the same
Oh,
thing. I'm just saying it's like
Similar store.
when you walk in, it feels like a Roll King. Except for the
I don't know, man.
Yeah?
Atwoods has really
Atwoods
nice
has a
clothes.
newer feel to
No,
me,
no, yeah,
and
they
Roll
do.
King has this like more country kind of.
But when was the last
Rickety
time
rackety.
you were at Royal King?
Well, the last time I was in Indiana. It was a long time ago.
Okay.
Man, that was a long
But
time
we
ago.
were just at Royal King.
Atwoods
Yeah.
has.
Yeah, and was it all new like a Atwoods, or was it
Yeah,
all?
like
That was
Atwoods,
exactly.
Oh,
It
okay.
has
My bad, dog.
The nice clothing section.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
all the clothing, the
Oh,
same
really?
stuff.
No. It was weird.
Like
It's like
identical.
deja vu when
I've
you walk
never
into
been
it.
to a Royal
Roll King.
Roll King.
A roll.
Would you?
Atwoods and Royal
You see
King both
the-
have free
everything, even our
popcorn.
country's history.
Exactly. Of course. That's why you go there for the free popcorn, and there's no limit. So I just walk out with
Roll
3.
King.
I walk out with 3 bags every time.
Yeah, it's just the more we find out, Nancy, it
Popcorn
is
lady hates me.
crazy. It's just.
I highly recommend
mean,
American Crimson Red
uh,
by James Beller.
It would just. It's so strange that
Say roll.
in
Roll.
America, there would be events going on publicly, and companies would be supporting that stuff, and they're just violating little children. Like, that's just obscene to me. Like,
The other thing is
it's
none of
just
these
so
drag people
obscene.
farm or homestead.
Right. Well, that's the whole point.
go to Tractor Supply.
Because it's because it's not has nothing to do with any.
No, it
So
doesn't.
it's
None of
not
this
like-
has to do with
so it's-
being profitable
Yeah,
or making
so it's
a
not
dollar.
like, oh man, we're losing out. We gotta like get these people on to like start buying from us. So
Well,
we're gonna
see, the
host
problem
an
is
event
when
or
you have these
support 'em.
multi-megalo trillion-dollar slush funds sloshing around, especially after this last crisis, right? And these VC capital and these banks have all this money to literally burn. Well, this is how they're burning it.
That's true.
They don't even have to worry about being profitable, and they're too big to fail, and they'll get bailed out
Yeah, it doesn't
because
matter.
of blah blah
Bail
blah.
out, bail
So
out,
it's just the
bail
same, So who cares? They don't even care about profitability, and that's what We'll kick them in their pocketbook, and that'll make them change their mind. It's not going to change their mind. They're going to keep doing their thing. You know what I mean? But if there's not proof of this, like they don't care about profits, that is, then all they do is care about profits. So you hit them in their pocketbook. No way, dude. They do not care about profits. If they cared
So-
about
They got
profits,
deep roots.
they wouldn't be sponsoring Pride Waco, and it wasn't just in Waco. It was in Franklinville, Tennessee, and
It's
and
gonna
it'll be
be-
coming soon to your neighborhood.
It'll be all over the place. They're probably getting some kind of kickback.
And
for,
here's the thing-
inclusiveness or something.
Yeah.
Like
And here's
that.
the thing that we found out. We're in the local, right, and our bigger town that has almost 100,000 people. They had some kind of pride event. This was a couple years ago. They had to bus everybody in from out of town because there wasn't enough local alphabet soup to make everything goofy
Ouch.
and crazy and weird enough for everybody. So they had to bus in the zoo. They had to bus in the freaks. So
From like several different states.
oh yeah, they had to
people
bus
were
them in from all over
Dallas.
the place.
Yeah.
Because that's how they do. Because a lot of this stuff, I'm not saying it's not terrible and horrible, and Valencia and all this other stuff, and Christie's, Christie's is involved in that Valencia thing, and I mean this and this is Franklin cover up. There's nothing new under the sun. This goes back to the '80s Franklin cover up, and whether it's Pizzagate or whatever, all the and all the Podesta stuff and all this stuff. It's all this stuff has never stopped. Just like they're talking about trafficking at the border. How about trafficking at the Super Bowl? I mean, that's been the biggest child trafficking event of the year every single
Seriously?
year. The Stupid Bowl.
No way.
Yeah, and it's awesome. And look about all them good American jocks there, them great role models. And it's like one of the biggest child trafficking
Well,
events.
So is Disney World.
Well,
I mean,
well,
it's
Disney
crazy.
World is and Walt was a Nazi, and Disney World is the biggest scum hole on the planet. And talk about how many pedophiles have they? Man, have you seen these pedophile stings out of Disney World? Like hundreds of employees. Like, oh yeah, nothing bad. I want to go there, and then I work with all these weird grown men. I want to go there and take my children there. My children are a little too normal and haven't been scarred yet. Let me take them to Disney World.
I don't think Tractor Supply can sue Doug and Stacy. The allegation,
There's no
Yes,
allegations.
I mean,
Everything
it's-
that they said happened.
and they said yes.
So you can't sue them
They
over the
said
truth.
You can't sue them over nothing.
We supported that event, and we believe that it was a family-friendly event.
Yeah. And nobody can
So-
sue me for going and
And
asking a lady
Alphabet
either.
Soup, if you pushed them on it, they were like, well, yeah, what was unfamily friendly about it? This is what we do.
Yeah.
That's what I do in my living room when we have our little nephews over. I mean, that's what they do.
They think that is family friendly.
Why? Not only is that not, look, if you were not whatever they are, right? And you were in a man and a woman would a woman would not do that in public with men around, right? But
it's
but somehow that's
violating
supposed to
little
be
children. That's-
right. But even if no kids, just adults, like first off, just a person doing that in public is inappropriate
Yeah.
with all adults around, then just dressing like that in public is not appropriate or normal. And we keep, we've corrupted and polluted and perverted all these social norms in the name of liberty, right? Well, you can do whatever you want. Well, yeah, you can. Nobody's saying that should be restricted,
Yeah.
but there are consequences to what you do. And there used to be shame,
Yeah, there
right?
was.
There used to be shame. And that's why, and I don't want to get, I don't want to connect all the dots. And it's really sad how, like, you have to stay. If you could read some of the comments, y'all, is real. Oh, you should clearly define when you say drag. And I'm like, oh man, people, like, first off, we have one strike left before we get vaporized. Second off, like, you don't. It's. And the reason these people are saying this is because they're like, well, I'm cool with that, but when it's kids, and I'm like, dude, I'm not cool with any of it.
No.
It's all, it's how we ended up having to protect the kids.
Yeah.
Because this junk just goes on in general. And I mean, how many of these videos, how many Project Veritas, how many of these undercover videos, how many of these drag story things, how many of these strip booty, whatever, and all, I mean, we're bombarded with this trash. This isn't some anomalous thing.
No.
This community, this is its modus operandi. This is not anomalous. And people that want to act like it is, they're so willingly ignorant and stupid. They just need to stay in a padded room so that they don't hurt anybody. And if they hurt themselves, well, good for them. Thank you. Texas Scorecard covered this. Texas Scorecard covered the whole thing on the Tractor Supply thing. And that was Musker Doodle, too. That was SpaceX and Elon Musk, the warrior for free speech. They funded it.
They funded it.
Yeah, SpaceX. Because SpaceX needs to fund stuff like that because they got too much government, military industrial complex money rolling around.
Well,
so
he's
they need
having
to,
like non-binary kids too, or something, right?
He is non-binary. That guy is the biggest weirdo, biggest faith. The guy was grown in a test tube. His parents own an emerald mine. He's like, he worked his way up. He was a struggling little whatever. And his parents own an emerald mine. How many of your parents own an emerald mine? Huh? I wouldn't be talking to y'all right now on YouTube if my parents owned an emerald mine.
I'd be
he did all that and he started from nothing. His parents own an emerald mine.
Like,
Nothing.
okay, I'm good for the rest of my life. Found me an emerald.
Oh, it's the same thing with Bill Gates. Like he scratched and clawed his way to the top. Bunch
up.
of eugenics.
He just stole.
Eugenics, whatever. Joke. And that, people talk about our American history has been hid from us. All of the capitalistic, right? Because they want to demonize capitalism, right? So they handcrafted and handpicked these guys. And this is Rockefeller, Carnegie, J.P. Morgan, right? It's all the same thing. All these guys, this Rockefeller stuff, this is where communism and fascism came from. Who funded Hitler, right? Rockefeller money. Flexner, Rockefeller, all this stuff, right? And then what do you know? And it's the same thing with the Nazis right now in the Ukraine, Azov Battalion, and the Nazis, and George Soros, a Nazi. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And it's the same people. And since they're all the way at the top, they would love to demonize capitalism. They'd love to demonize capitalism because they're already at the top.
Hi, baby.
I know a Jesse with that last name.
Now
I'm
that we have
sorry.
a lot more people on, you want to shout out the Food Force in a Box one more time, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, the Food Force in a Box is live.
Yes.
The code as we speak is for 10% off at TheTexasBoys.com is box 10.
So you get 10% off your Food Force in a box.
And those will ship out next week. The rest of the packaging, Lord willing, the rest of the packaging comes in by Wednesday. So they should ship out by the end of the week. They will be cut fresh and packed and sent to your door. The rooting instructions is a playlist on our YouTube channel. There are 1,000 ways to skin a cat, and they're not just my videos on there, but in essence, relatively speaking, the rooting concept for all those cuttings are relatively the same. There's different challenges and hurdles with each one, and it is a learning process, and it is a great skill to learn propagation, because once you do it, you can continue to do it, and you can expand, and it's amazing. Do we have any videos planned? You shot a video today, right, Matt?
Yes. So that'll be going out probably on Monday.
And I have like 3 videos.
Mom has a couple of videos.
that are already done. That I think the one is already edited and just needs to go live.
Just needs to get
So-
a thumbnail on it.
There's gonna be some more coming out on my channel
Oh, that was good.
as well. There's a little girl's modesty video, a clothing haul coming up. That should be going live, maybe tomorrow? Do you want to say tomorrow?
Huh?
It should.
It should, yeah.
And then, what else is coming up this week? A canning video.
Canning video for your channel.
I did like 3 days of canning. I don't know what else is on there. Maybe some dinner stuff.
Yeah, some dinner stuff or something like that. So there's just some normal Texas mom videos coming out.
We'll have a, when we're taking cuttings, we're going to be demoing the KebTech, so that'll be a video.
Yeah.
Demoing what?
What's
the
it?
KebTechs?
No,
The KebTech's electric pruner, the
the
electronic
first
pruner.
strike is coming off for 8
Just
days from
the
now.
18th.
8 days from now.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they'll let us like live for 8
Yeah, we're
hours.
still in the shadow ban. You know,
Big
the
time.
views are getting taking a hit, and the subs are getting crushed.
Big time.
Going back.
Last time we were able to punch through the shadow ban in like 2 weeks, but
Not happening.
they're not playing to.
But it was fine because we've all been getting over this cold thing anyway, so we're all just trying to, like,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
true.
That's
trying
true.
to take it easy a little bit and go at a slower pace. What was for dinner, Carlos? I made dinner today, and it was a turkey. It was
Oh, yeah,
kind
I
of
almost
a
forgot.
Thanksgiving throwback because we
Yeah, it
had
was.
turkey and we had
Mashed potatoes.
cranberry sauce,
And string beans.
and string beans.
It was good.
And pumpkin
Yummy.
pie for dessert that we haven't even
Pumpkin
eaten
pie.
yet because we're not all feeling 100% yet.
I can cheese. You.
I can cheese.
Yeah, some
I
people
can
can.
cheese.
Some people
You can can a lot of different things.
can cheese. And butter.
Diatomaceous earth is good for respiratory stuff.
How
Yeah.
do you take that though?
Yeah.
You just like,
Do you just put some in your diatomaceous
Yeah.
earth is good for
oh my word.
a lot of
Oh, well,
different
thank you very
things.
much. Hope I'm trying to
Oh,
Hostetler. Oh, that's Leon Hostetler.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
okay.
you.
It's backwards.
Are you any relation to the Hostetler that was the quarterback? Which I think he now owns a car dealership.
What?
Hostetler. He was a New York Giants quarterback. Todd
Dale.
Hostetler. And there's Hostetler Roofing.
Interesting.
But thank you so much for the super chat.
What did An American Homestead? What did his T-shirt say
Jeff
today?
Hostetler. That was it. His T-shirt said, "Violates community guidelines. Repeat offender."
Oh, that was a great T-shirt. If you haven't,
Did you have a good Thanksgiving? Yes, we had an amazing Thanksgiving.
Oh, we had a large we had 2 large families over, and it was awesome. And
was
we
great.
stayed up way too late.
Way too late till like 1 o'clock in the
I'm
morning.
not good at that, y'all.
yeah.
I'm really old. I'm
That
like a
was-
9 or 10 o'clock guy.
Same
and
here.
That messed me up for like a week,
Yeah.
but it was
We had,
awesome. It was worth it.
30-some people here
Yeah, we
for
had
Thanksgiving.
30.
Yeah,
All over.
it went.
It was fun.
It was pretty awesome.
We had a big kids table and
Yeah, we got
a
to hang
big
out and
grown-up
talk
table.
and chill.
and- yeah.
It was nice.
We take quercetin, and fun fact, quercetin can be found in mulberry leaves.
Nice.
So there you go. High doses of quercetin. So mulberry leaf tea is high in quercetin.
With bromelain, right? We do the quercetin.
We do
with
quercetin
bromelain.
with bromelain.
And the bromelain is found in pineapple,
Nice.
so that's something that can help
Made
you
pumpkin
too.
pie today. You made like 5 pumpkin pies
Yesterday.
yesterday.
Who said
You're
they
on.
made pumpkin pie?
Uh,
Oh, I thought you were reading something. Yes, I made 5 pumpkin pies. Oh, Sally.
No, Sally up there.
I
yeah.
made pumpkin pie today too. Yep. I made pumpkin pies yesterday and we were still eating from them. The funny thing is, I felt 100% yesterday. Yesterday I felt totally good and normal, and then today I barely, like, I had little bursts of energy, right, Daddy? I,
Yes.
Like, got up, I vacuumed, I'd lay back down. I'd get up, I'd do something, I'd lay
Yeah.
back down. That's how you were today, too.
Yep.
Yeah. I got a lot done out in the front orchard.
Yeah.
But, whew, man. A mulberry pie. Did you use fresh mulberries or frozen mulberries? You couldn't have used fresh mulberries, right? Because there's nobody's mulberries or mulberrying right now. I don't think.
Unless they're frozen. Fresh.
You got to be
I
frozen.
have one.
Stone the Crows. Where you at? Where you located?
Wouldn't
I think Australia.
Yeah.
Oh, we're very familiar with Alaska Prepper. Alaska Prepper
Yeah.
was he was interviewed by Finding Your Genius, the same podcast that we were interviewed on. So we're very familiar with Alaska Prepper. He puts out good info.
Yes, fresh mulberries. I'm in Australia.
Well, there you go. Hey, so you're in Australia. I have the Turk mulberry, so it's an Australian mulberry. I got it from Boss Salmon he's like in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, but Boss is Turkish, I think, and he goes overseas all the time, and he's got the connects to bring this kind of stuff back. But yeah, so I do have an Turk. It fruited, and it was just ripening right when the frost hit.
No.
So I haven't gotten to taste it yet, but I'm pretty pumped about having an Australian. And then I'm trying to get a green Australian, which is the long green mulberry, but I just missed it twice when it came up for sale.
Where's the dog? She's right down
Nugget?
here.
She's right here.
She's gonna get a groom on Tuesday, and she's gonna.
She blends in with the black.
She's getting a groom from where on Tuesday?
She's gonna look like a new
People
woman.
think I'm made out
From
of
the
money.
feed store.
From the feed store?
The feed
Yeah.
store has a girl that
Oh,
does
cool.
dog grooming there, so
Oh.
that's where she's going on Tuesday.
Yep.
How much is that going to cost?
A whole lot of money.
Now, does it have like a dog
Nugget.
drag show?
Nugget,
there?
you better get a job, Nugget.
No.
Don't you come over here and try to butter me up, Nugget.
I was
You better
gonna
get a
say
job.
something to somebody. Oh,
sorry.
Mike Bergman says the Jace Medical sells the emergency kit with the antibiotics. Yes.
Yeah, we have the Jace kit, so we should. And they've been contacting us. We've just been busy, but we should do another promo for Jace.
I
Yeah.
highly recommend that you guys get that and stock up on all of your stuff. Anything that works for you when you're sick, all your vitamins, all of your over-the-counter stuff, just go ahead and get it. Make sure your medicine cabinets are full and ready, because you're not going to want to drive out and go get stuff when you're sick. You might as well just get it ahead of time.
I have a filbert.
What's a filbert?
Is a filbert a hazelnut? So I have a hazelnut. I have an American hazelnut, which I think is a filbert, but I'm not sure. And it finally fruited this year. Same thing. It got the little tassel things on it, and the frost hit me. Because of the drought, it kind of pseudo went dormant, and then it came back. We had pear trees,
Peach trees.
and peach trees blossom
Cherry
twice and fruit
trees.
twice.
Yep.
It was crazy year.
Yep.
Crazy year. But yeah, I currently have 12 or 15 different varieties of mulberry.
Do we do any blacksmithing on the homestead? No.
They have in the past. They've done a hairdryer forge.
Yes.
So y'all have done some blacksmithing like that, but
Not like legit.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing legit. Hillbilly blacksmithing, but
What are some great books for medical plants? Oh, we're not good book people.
no. We're more like look
YouTube
it up
people.
on the internet type of thing.
Yeah, filberts are hazelnuts. Yes, I do. I have. Well, first off, I love hazelnuts, and I love hazelnut coffee. And I have a hazelnut. I've relocated it 3 times, and it's still really small.
You can
Yes.
eat
We have
hazelnuts just as
a
like
we
a
have
nut.
a jujube tree.
We have a Lee and a Lang, and they're both very fruitful. They're intensively planted less than 3 feet apart.
And Wilmer the dog's name is Abby.
Really? Wilmer's dog's name's Abby?
No.
Our
The
dog.
Oh,
He
our
wanted to know.
dog.
He forgot.
Wow,
We
that's
call-
amazing. Your
but
dog's
we
name
call
just
her
like.
Nugget
We call her Nugget
Because
or Shelly
or Shelly.
because we
She
call
has
her
a lot of
Mooshell.
she has a lot of names. She doesn't know her name, actually.
Rip. Mark says you've taken so much vitamin C, your shirt's turned orange. Mark, we're gonna send Mark a belt, Texas Mom. One of Buddy's belts, the Buddy Special.
Oh yeah, caramel coffee's good. Yep.
I had 2 Dunstan chestnut trees because I wanted them as fodder, and they were both sizable, and they were both planted in the same orchard about 10 feet apart, and they both grew. And trees are, it's always fun because you just kind of never know. Sulphur Springs, Texas video tour of Atlas shelters. Sulphur Springs.
We need a shelter.
Yes.
We need a shelter very badly.
Yeah, I had a shelter and I couldn't get my dirt guy to
We
move
should have
it.
just went there and pulled it out.
Yeah, easier said than done. That thing was massively heavy.
Somebody was saying, Amanda and Tim Marshall was saying, have you guys checked out Townsend? Yeah, we like Townsend.
Yes.
Yes,
I
yeah,
found
yeah.
a
We like
new
Townsend a
one
lot.
actually this week, and I don't know the name of it, but if I find it, I'll post
is
it in the
that-
community or something.
Is that where they like reenact stuff or something?
It's a woman
Oh.
that does the channel, and she does all like these. She makes like historical recipes and stuff.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
very
Ah,
much like
cool.
a Townsend, but it's a woman.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's really cool. She doesn't talk. Actually, I guess it's a little different than Townsend. She doesn't talk.
Okay.
It's very chill. She just is there in her house making her recipes.
Oh, you can separate the. Yeah, I could probably separate my hazelnut
What
because that's what it is. It's like a.
recipes do you use hazelnuts in?
You
Mark
eat
wants to know.
stuff.
Well, we don't have any hazelnuts yet. Do you use hazelnuts?
Oh, we got
Texas
Curtis
Mom?
Stone in the house.
Where's Curtis
What?
Stone?
Yep.
Hey.
Oh, he likes the Jan Brett books.
That's funny.
I love them. It was a homeschooling family that introduced us to those books, and they were just right up my alley. I mean, I just love the curiosity in them, and just the. I just really love them. I just think they're really cool. I love how the people interact with the animals, and I just love all the classic pictures and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I just think they're really cool. So I'm glad you're enjoying them. We watched you this morning.
I wasn't around. I was.
Curtis, I was like, what's
Getting
Curtis
fuel.
talking about? Oh, I know. It was the short video that you did on your
Freedom.
chickens, the freedom video of your chickens in your greenhouse
Yeah.
with the door open. And you were saying that the door's wide open,
Yeah.
but they're choosing to stay in there because it's warm and comfy. And we thought that was kind of funny.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
You gonna say something?
Yeah, and then also Curtis Stone. The other crazy thing is that all of his live streams are getting pulled down too. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
Which is-
Curtis, are they yanking your live streams?
Yeah, are they
Oh.
yanking them or are you yanking them?
Are you taking them down?
I don't know.
Because you were
It
doing
sounded like
4-hour
YouTube
live
was.
streams. It
Yeah.
was taking me days to get through your live streams, wasn't it, honey?
Hey,
I'm
Curtis, inside Texas Mom, when she does treadmill, she listens to Curtis Stone. So.
I do. And it takes me if it's like a 4-hour live stream, it'll take me days. I'll just keep listening. To
Oh, he got a strike too. Yeah,
No
we're
way.
we're on our second strike.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, we all
We're
need
one strike away.
We all need to buy T-shirts from. Why can't I think of his name? An American Homestead. That's his name.
Pan American Homestead for what?
Zach.
Zach. I'm thinking Jake.
He
His
says,
name's Jake.
I
Zach.
violate community guidelines or
I
something.
violate community guidelines.
That's a great t-shirt.
Repeat offender.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
repeat
yeah.
offender. Violates
Aren't
community
we all?
guidelines. Yeah.
Aren't we all?
Oh my. And we try not to. Is the
Oh,
funny
Texas
thing.
Farmer is a member from the field. All right.
Nice. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. It's always
Ah.
oh. Hey, Curtis, and yeah, we might as well talk about this right now since everybody's on. So there's a new community guideline, y'all, for starting this month, and
is
it's
it?
all about terrorist acts and terrorism and showing videos of terrorist acts.
Yep.
Oh yeah, think about this. Like even think of the context of any of this. Showing acts of terrorism.
Yep. The logos of terrorism.
Yeah,
or-
logos of
or-
terror. Hey, y'all, put away all those terrorist logos that you have. Like, make sure that you put them away. And all those terrorist T-shirts and stuff, make sure you don't have any of them out because, you could get a strike for
And you can't
promoting
you
terrorism.
can't show or support violent things and stuff like that. They said, and you can't
It's a
talk about
super-
violent things.
It's a super
And,
setup, man.
Oh, and then they said
It's so
and
ambiguous,
if you're going
it's
to talk
crazy.
about like terrorist stuff happening, like if you're like a news channel or something, you have to put loads of disclaimers and stuff, so then your audience knows.
And then it's like, let's give you an example, and it's like nothing. It's like absolutely nothing.
but I love watching.
Let's see
terrorism.
that. Look at this terrorist act. Look
What
at
else
these
are you
things
supposed to
burning.
do? Fun.
We want to destroy stuff.
Yeah,
so you
it's
don't
like-
do that.
It's
Don't
like
do
little
that.
stick guys like burning a car with like, and then the terrorist logos are just skull faces.
Clown World 5.0.
I'm like-
it is so. And they're talking about like terrorism like it's just this common
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, like
It is so bizarre.
Wow.
and then they're like, you are the terrorist.
We don't know what their definitions are.
That's
so.
the point.
That's why
There
they
aren't
do
any
it.
definitions.
That's why they do it.
That is the whole entire point.
Mark's saying hey to Buddy. Buddy is zonked out, sleeping
Yeah,
on the couch.
Buddy's crashed on the couch. So.
All that mountain lion hunting
Yeah.
did him in.
Yeah. So somebody was saying maybe we could go to Sulphur Springs and do a tour of their
headphones, Daddy?
You want to wear?
of their storm shelters, and then maybe they would give us a discount on one.
Maybe.
That'd be-
Put in a good
that'd
word
be
for
cool.
us.
Yeah, we got some stormy weather coming, so be
Yeah.
praying for us and all of. What is it? What parts are going to be affected by this?
Right where we
storm?
are.
Right where we are.
I mean, northeast
No, and like
and
Louisiana,
Texarkana and,
Oklahoma.
Shreveport.
Oklahoma and
Yeah.
Louisiana.
This falls.
I know they
Right now, as they're
They're too
predicting
big for your little bean.
Louisiana's going to get the worst
Yeah,
of it.
Louisiana is gonna get the worst. Yeah.
The cool thing is
Right.
usually when there's this much. Oh, sorry, let's smack that. Usually when there's this much hype, it's usually nothing. So
Which is awesome.
that's what I'm hoping for.
Where Renee wants to know, where can you find my bone broth recipe in your pressure cooker? Thanks. My bone broth recipe is just I put the chicken
Put bones in there.
or whatever you're doing,
Turn
beef
it on.
broth or whatever, in the Instapot, and I cook it for 2 hours.
Let it
You
rip.
can do 3 hours, and that makes it into bone broth.
Pretty amazing.
Magic.
And then I
Put
can.
bones in water and then.
Mom put a whole turkey in an Instapot.
Are you saying how
That was
long you
incredible.
to do any kind of broth, whether it's whatever type of meat broth you're doing? You need to pressure can that for 25 minutes. Tornadoes, yes. In the next couple days, we're gonna have lots of tornado activity going on down here.
He said tornadoes. I want to see one before I die.
Yeah, you do. We've seen a couple, but it's
Mary says we need to
They mess up the
all
real estate.
stop using their platforms. We have the power. We need to use it. Well, yeah, but the you
nobody
know,
watches the other.
We
platforms.
tried that. We went on a Rumble live stream and it was one person.
Yeah, and and we'll see with Rumble. I do think that
Yeah.
if there is any potential platform, it'll be Rumble.
We're gonna see here very quickly because with these new community guidelines and stuff like that rolling out, if these bigger channels start getting kicked off, they're gonna have to migrate somewhere, and they're gonna be migrating with hopefully lots of people. So we shall see.
What's
Where they're gonna go.
Substack.
Well, and here's what Substack is. It's a newer platform where you can write. And what happened at Rumble is our channel indiscriminately got vaporized.
Yep.
And thankfully, I have a direct contact at Rumble. And I was like, hey, man. We were getting ready to do a live stream on Rumble.
Got
And I was
vaporized.
like, hey, man, if I didn't know better, I would say our channel got vaporized. And he was like, hold on one second. Let me check. He responded immediately, which is amazing. And he was like, oh, yeah, there was this email glitch or something, and a bunch of channels got erased.
Yeah.
I fixed it. And I'm like, what? And then
That's
this
not good.
week, I'm like, ooh, watch your foot, baby. I was like, why aren't our videos posting to Rumble? And it got unsynced. So they're
Oh.
still...
Aw,
Trying
thanks,
to
Mary. Mary
figure
says she
their stuff
watches
out.
us on Rumble when she
Oh,
can.
thank
yeah.
you.
And we've
Well,
been
thank you.
posting everything over on the website too.
We
Yes.
post everything on
Yeah.
our website.
So
yeah.
it's all backed up on our website. So
Yeah.
if you are a native You can watch everything ad free over
Yeah.
there, and I know that's not doable for everybody,
No, but yeah.
Somebody should buy YouTube and get rid of these ridiculous guys.
Yeah, we should have Elon Musk buy YouTube. That would fix everything.
Buy YouTube, however that works.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Sadly, y'all. And whoever would have a couple billion, trillion dollars to do it, they're gonna be all intermingled with
Yeah.
Yeah.
the ne'er-do-wells.
Yeah,
of the
this
planet.
is why we homestead. With every adversity, there's a seed of an equal or greater benefit, and as society as we know it continues to crumble, the good of that is we draw closer as a family. What we talk about all the time as a family is like, look, we're going to need each other, and we're not going to just need each other for the next week or the next month or the next year. We're going to need each other until this whole thing's over, right? And we're Christians, right? And we've read the end of the book, and we know how it ends, right? And but we're going to need each other till it's over. So we're knit together, and this is all as society, because it's just like this ESG thing, and as all these major corporations are forced to go all woke and nasty and everything else, there is going to be less and less places to buy stuff, which is why you're going to have more of a parallel economy, a parallel community, parallel society, a parallel system. And if it's largely comprised of maybe just your family or your local community, then that's the way it is. You know what I mean? So that's why we've been doing this thing for the last 8 years. That's the whole point. That's why Curtis is in the middle of a mountain out in British Columbia, because he saw the handwriting on the wall. That's why we're all doing these things, because they want to collapse the system. And it doesn't mean that, and for all the negative that can have, you got to enjoy life. We just got back from a cruise. I don't know if we'll ever get to go on one again, but and it was great, and it was fabulous, and we met a lot of great people and talked to a lot of great people from all over the world, and it was absolutely wonderful, and it was incredibly affordable, and we're not going to bunker up and suck our thumb, and it's just
And we're not going to be like all Pollyanna and be like, oh, nothing's wrong in the
Right,
world
right.
and everything's perfectly
exactly,
fine. And, I don't know why there's so many YouTubers making all these weird, crazy videos,
Yeah.
So,
It's a balance, right? So
Yeah.
then you have to.
It's always a balance, yeah.
it's not about right. It's not about left or right. It's about right and wrong. So,
Yeah. A plasma event.
so Carlos wants you to grow your beard so thick that it could stop like
Traffic.
bullets.
Oh, well. How do you know my beard can't stop bullets now?
Exactly.
Pretty thick, Carlos. It's pretty thick. Look at this. I asked him today. I said, "What are you doing with this?
What do you mean?
Look at this." I'm like, what are you doing with this? I can make it really fluffy, Carlos. He needs a good beard sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He needs,
seriously.
He needs somebody. Is there a beard company
Yeah. Oh,
out
yeah.
there
There's
there's a million.
there's a
that
million
could
of them.
sponsor him?
Oh,
He needs.
yeah.
No, well, not that could sponsor him.
He needs a good beard product.
4 times longer. I don't know. I definitely, I would like it if my mustache was longer, but I don't like it when it goes in my mouth, so I always have to trim it.
You should try to grow it and see if you could grow it here, so then it would go down, and then it would look like you had no mouth.
Like I had no mouth.
That'd be pretty
awesome.
cool. I've seen some.
And then I
guys
could
like
talk.
that.
And I could talk, and then you're like there.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, what you doing? Yeah, they're all here.
Some people
What's up?
have that. I've
The
seen that.
craziest
Yeah.
your beard ever was when we moved to Texas.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
that's
I
was
let it rip
just
for
like-
forever.
It was
Yeah.
like a wild man.
It was awesome.
Yeah, my barber he fades the sides down when he cuts my hair, and I like it. He keeps it relatively under control, so to
Yeah.
speak.
Let it grow for another 20 years.
20 years. Let it grow. Let it grow. Let it grow.
I know, that's the thing. I don't like it when beard hair gets in my food, and when my
Oh.
mustache goes into my mouth, that's what happens. So I can't
Doesn't
take it.
your beard get itchy? Does it get itchy?
No, No, see, that's a stage. So
Oh, really?
once it gets like, you have it at the inch stage and it's growing out, and there will be that stage where it gets itchy.
Oh,
But
yeah?
then once you get past that, yeah, no more itchy at all.
Are you going for a Doug size beard?
I don't know.
Mark
You're gonna like have it nice and straight. I
Maybe,
like
maybe not.
that.
I like
now.
the way he did that. Yeah.
I like that with the
Yeah.
straight cut off at the bottom.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And
I
I'll
really
probably
like
square mine off. But yeah, I've been letting it go kind of. I like it when it gets all curly too. It
Yeah.
looks like a river of beard.
that. Looks more like organic and natural.
Yeah,
You know.
it's wild. Let's get some wave going on. Come on.
I like how this.
Good. Look.
It almost can touch your nose. It can touch your nose. The
Mm-hmm.
one piece can. That's funny.
What somebody said something about? Somebody said something about the beard and the subs.
Mom was nothing
Ever do mutton chops?
in your mouth.
Okay.
No. No, you got to be like. That has to be your style to do mutton chops.
That's Barry's style. Barry's
Yeah.
the mutton chop guy.
Yep. Which does he have them still or no? I don't think so.
Yeah, he did the last time I saw him.
Oh yeah.
Mark wants you to start a GoFundMe $10 per foot for your
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
All right, y'all. Well, it's about 8:30.
Yep.
We're gonna be signing
About
off.
that time. He had a long day.
And thank you so much for the super chat,
Yeah.
Mr. Hofstetler.
Thank you.
And thanks everybody for hanging out. It's cool having you all on.
Yep. And y'all can go check out the Food Forest in the Box there.
Yeah, hit up
at
the
5.
website. The honey's in stock. The Food Forest in the Box is in stock. That will be going out next week. So once we get all of our Matt designed a really nice box and sticker and all that
James.
good stuff. And along with James. James is our does all the website stuff, so he's on top of it. And yeah, and we got some videos coming out, and we'll do some more live streams, and we'll cover some more articles and do some more things, and you'll be seeing some more homestead stuff.
Yeah.
And some more day-to-day stuff. Texas Mom has several videos that are going to hit. So hey, watch what you like, and don't watch what you don't like. And
Yep.
And we can't make everybody happy, and that's okay.
Yep.
But
How is Hamilton? Hamilton is doing good.
yes, Hamilton is doing great.
Yes.
Yes, he's a happy boy. He got new shavings in his.
When will we be doing another live podcast? Probably on Monday. If I had to.
Probably on Monday.
Maybe
They-
tomorrow.
Oh,
too.
maybe.
Maybe on
Maybe.
Sunday.
Maybe
Sunday
late.
evening.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a possibility.
We do at least a live almost every day, but
Yeah.
so. But
All
we're
right.
getting back into the groove.
Yeah. It was just getting sick threw us for a loop again.
Yeah. And YouTube likes to keep throwing us in loops and stuff.
Yeah, and it does psychologically affect you when you're developing, you're trying to develop the channel and the growth and everything, and then they just mess with you. And then the psychological of like, how do I say this without saying it, but I still want to say it, and I don't want them to stop me from saying it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then
Yeah,
there's
it's a
that
terrible
whole
thing.
psychological thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, I'll just go on Rumble and I'll say it, but nobody watches it. So then what's the point of like, I might as well just go sit in the toilet in the bathroom and talk to the mirror. You know what I mean?
You would get more
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, probably more people would watch that. All right, y'all. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with us.
All right.